Hi everyone, this is Moham and welcome back to my channel. ค่ะมื้อนี้นี่ก็เป็นหมอหอมผิดปังไว้เจ้าคุมอนไดนี่ค่ะเนาะลำว่าเจ้าคุมอนไดเฮาค่ะที่เอาลอกไล่ลีลีจังหนังคือมาปันเฮาพองมาจากแผ่นดินที่เฮาหาพองนี่ก็เฮาค่ะมาถอบมาลิเพนจ้องกันค่ะมาสุงค่ะเจ้าค่ะ
ไม่สุงค่ะ
Good evening.
Good evening too.
So how are you today?
Yes, today is not so bad. Actually, I want to say I'm fine. Thank
Yeah.
you. And how about you?
I'm really good. So, for today, I'm really happy and I'm so excited too to have you here. So thank you so much.
Yes, me too. I'm also very excited.
Yeah. Actually, the thing that I try to make video in English is like I want to improve my English and also for my for our young people like this. So they can learn something wrong or right from my video.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's very good. That's very good program.
Yeah. So today I have prepared some question for you.
Okay.
So first of all, may I know that who you are and where you from?
Okay. Let me introduce myself. And my name is Montai Munita. I come from Lazio, and now I live in Thailand. I attend University Mahachulalongkorn Najavidyalaya University, Thailand. And I am a final year student, major in philosophy.
Wow, that's really good. And it's really happy to see you.
Yes, glad to see you too.
Okay, so my question is that I want to know, how long have you been learning English?
Actually, I have been learning English over 4 years. Because I study English language since I was in Yangon. Yes. And I study English language for 4 years, over 4 years. Yeah.
ค่ะโอ้มอก4 ปีปลายฉันได้ก็ลัดละลิลิค่ะเนาะมาแขนเตียวค่ะ
ก็ไปเลยว่าแค่นั้นเนาะ
ค่ะ
I'm trying to learn the new words.
Yeah. And another one is like, I think learning another languages is not easy that much, you know, like there are numerous things, a lot of difficult that we're gonna face with. So when you face with some problems, when you try to improve new languages, another languages, how do you deal with that?
Yes, when we study another language, I mean new language, we have to face so many problems because the new language is not like our mother tongue. It's not like our mother tongue. That's why we're gonna face so many problems. When we see the problem, when we face the problem, yes, we cannot give. We can give up. And for example, when I study when I start to learn English language, I don't know much about the vocabulary. Vocabulary uh, is to know that it's very difficult because we don't know how to pronounce the words, how
Yeah.
to pronounce the word, how to spell the word. This is a difficulty, but we have to try the words, and we have to speak out a lot, out
Mm.
speak out loudly on that word to get the good pronunciation. Yes,
Yeah.
and
Mhm.
when I start to learn English, this is the big difficulty for me because I have never learned before. I have never learned in a school. I just start to learn when I come to Yangon. Yes, when I was
Mhm.
20 years old.
อ๋อค่ะ
I didn't learn from the when I was childhood. It's difficulty for me. Yeah, and we have to face because we are willing to know, we are willing to be good at speaking English and good at another language. We have to pay the problem. We have to try. That's we want to be. If we want to be as good as speaking English, we have to speak. If we
ค่ะ
want to be good at writing English, writing another language, we have to read. Yeah,
ค่ะ
this is the solution,
yeah
a good solution.
อือ
And
หือ
the one when I pronounce, when I start to learn English, I
ค่ะ
pronounce is difficulty because I have never pronounced like A, B, C. Um, when I when I pronounce, I was sign with my friends.
ค่ะ
Yes, because I am the big person, you know. I yes, I am more than my friends, and I'm trying to speak out
อือหือ
to pronounce. This is the big problem. That's why
ค่ะ
we don't have to be silent when we speak out, when we pronounce, when we spell the English word. And similarly, when we study another language like Chinese, like Thai, no need to be silent to speak out
yeah
loudly. Yeah.
yeah you're right อือหือ thank you I think you are a good example for our young people because อำได้เห็นมาจมูกก็เล็กๆค่ะเนาะเจ้าก็อายุเจ้าคู่เขาคาเลย20ปีในค่ะเนาะจังไงเดลเห็นเลยว่าแคนดิเดตค่ะเนาะ
Vậy là đây là làm tức liệt thiên liệt thiên thang
ค่ะเลยว่าติเลยไว้คือค่ะมองปอกมาในดอกดันตัวค่ะค่ะsometimes like I want to stop like this no I can't do it anymore I can't go with this like this I just want to stop I just want to quit so that's really a big problem for someone who try to
Yeah,
improve
that's fine.
another
Yeah,
languages right
yes,
ค่ะ
because
so
another language is a new language is not like our mother tongue.
ค่ะ
And when we study, we have to pace.
ค่ะ
Sometimes we want to give up. Yeah, right.
ค่ะ
Sometimes we want to give up because we pay the big program and we are lazy about the words that we don't understand.
ค่ะ
The words that the teacher teach us. Sometimes they have got expression. Yeah,
ค่ะ
and to be honest, we have to study, continues to study, no,
ค่ะ you're right
and never give up. Yes, never
ค่ะ
give up, and we have to keep fighting,
ค่ะ
trying to be good as in that, in another language that we want to study, that we want to be good at.
ค่ะ and I have one more question
Okay, go
Yeah.
ahead.
Actually, you are an English teacher, right? And my teacher too. Yeah.
Even
Mm-hmm.
though even though I was a teacher, but I don't know much about the vocabulary because sometimes I want to improve my English, and
Mm-hmm.
I find I found the one who can practice with me, but I cannot see. And
Okay.
sometimes I'm lazy. I'm lazy to learn to study. Yeah,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
that's why now I don't have much about the vocabulary.
Yeah. I think.
But we have to try. We have to try.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Continue. We have to continue to know about the
Mm-hmm.
vocabulary that we have known. Yeah, that we
Yeah.
have known, that we have seen before.
Yeah. Whatever. We have to keep going, right?
Yeah, that's right.
So I think this one is really a big problem. As you are an English teacher, I think you might know very well that most of our young people, they are really, really afraid to speak out. So how do you think about that and why?
Yeah, that's right. And most of the young people, young students, when they start to study another language or English language, and they are assigned to speak out,
Yeah.
they are afraid of being mistake. And they sign with their friends. When I speak
Huh.
out like this, and my friends will abuse me, my friend will school me, or my teacher will school me, something like this, because
Yeah.
there is something wrong in their mind.
Mm-hmm.
But they have to face this one, get it out this one, because
Yeah.
this one is the big problem in speaking skill. Yeah, in
Uh,
speaking skill. Yes, most of the young people are afraid of speaking, right? Speaking.
yeah.
But if you want to be good at speaking, no need to be silent. You have to speak out loudly. Speak out loudly. They have to be speak. Yes, they have to speak out loudly. This
Mm-hmm.
is a good way for them. Yes, for me also. Before
Yeah.
I am very silent to speak out, and the word sorry, I try to speak out so many times. The word sorry,
Really?
yeah, yeah, it's difficulty because
Mm-hmm.
it's not our mother tongue. We have
Yeah,
to
yeah.
try, no need to be shy like this.
Yeah, I think we have to make sure we have to understand clearly that another languages are not easy like our mother tongue. That is not our mother language. So
Yeah, that's right.
mhm, we can make a mistake, right?
We can make
Yeah.
mistake. There
Mm-hmm.
is no problem. There is no
Yeah, that's
problem.
not problem. But I think this one is really including me. I'm really afraid. I'm really like think of other people too much like this. I don't. I think I don't afraid um being making a mistake. But I'm afraid. What are they gonna think of me? What are they
Yeah,
gonna?
that's fine.
Yeah.
What
That.
other gonna
Mhm.
think about me, about
Yeah.
my English and something like that?
Uh-huh.
Because there's a big problem in their mind. That
Yeah.
we have to take this
Mm-hmm.
problem out in our mind.
Yeah.
Right? We have to accept our mistake first.
Ha.
But most of the people who
Ha.
are trying to speak English, but they
Mm-hmm.
didn't accept their mistake. They
Ha.
usually, yes, they didn't usually accept their mistake. Yeah, we have to accept our mistake first, and we have to collect our word that we speak out like
ค่ะ
this.
ค่ะเนาะก็อันเจ้าคู่ตอบมาบันมื้อในก็มันแคมติเตค่ะเนาะมันจังว่ามันเป็นอันอันตัวเฮาค่ะเลยทบอีกวนในค่ะเนาะมันจังว่าเฮาค่ะเลยเห็นanother languages ในก็มันทบไรเงี้ยลองอย่าพึดจังนั้นค่ะเนาะแม่นมือเฮาค่ะใครมันจังว่าใครกึดเดียวใครเฮ็ดแทงยาวบ่จังนั้นก็เฮาค่ะตีถือแกลีเทคนั้นค่ะนั้นเนาะผู้ยาวแทงก็อันเจ้าคู่ตอบกับบันแทงคอลื่นสุดในย้อนสั่งเลยเฮาคำลาบออกไล่นั่นค่ะนั้นเนาะก็ลองยอมหักเฮาคำมันหลูมีไว้นั่นค่ะนั้นเนาะปองใจว่าเนี่ยมันจะ
Yeah, that's right.
ค่ะเนาะมันจะภาษาเฮาก็มันก็มีที่ผิดมันตื่นติมีเอาค่ะเนาะมันเป็นจังนั้นก็เอาค่ะ
Yeah,
คำพูดอะไรง่ายๆในค่ะเนาะค่ะ
and the final one is
ค่ะ
we have to be talkative person.
yeah
No, we have
you're
to be
right
talkative person, because a talkative person doesn't yes cannot be afraid, yeah, right, cannot be afraid of being mistake. Talkative person,
yeah whatever you have to talk much right you have to speak it out
just only speak it out.
uh-huh.
Speak out that we want to speak with our friends.
ค่ะ
You know, when we were Chinese, we don't know about the language, but we hear from our mother, our friends, our mother, our parents, and around us, the people around us, and we also trying to speak out like them. But when we study another language or new language, we have to do like this. When we hear some words, we can try to speak out like them, like they say, like the people around us, they say about the words. Yes, and this is we can call the talkative person. Talkative person can help us to be
too good at speaking more
to able to speak to be able to speak another language or new language that we have learned.
So thank you very much, but I want to know one more thing. How do you learn new words?
I learn new words by by book, by book, and by I have seen, because we can study the vocabulary from the book, and from the seeing. When we see something, we have to think about in English. We have to think in English. What is this? And for example, water. We see the water. We see the label. Menam and Hongnam. But we have to think in English. Menam. What we can call in Menam, something like this. But when we think like that, and when we think like this, we can try to find these words, and we can remember easily. And from the book, I have learned from the book, this vocabulary is useful, and we have to create a sentence. When we see the words, the new vocabulary, we have to create a sentence. Take that vocabulary, make the sentence that we want to say, that we want to write about this vocabulary, and trying to speak out and use this vocabulary to my friends, to our friends. this is for me that I have done that I usually do
ค่ะ
usually do for my vocabulary
ค่ะ
new vocabulary that I want to remember
ค่ะ
so if not so we cannot remember the new word this difficulty to remember
ค่ะ That's really interesting. Yeah, I have to try that too.
yes thank you this is my
Um,
experience this is my
ค่ะ
experience that I have been faced when I study English language
ค่ะ
yeah
ทำ
that's
ดีๆค่ะเนาะค่ะค่ะ
and
Thank
when
you
we
very
read the
much.
book right when we read the book
อือหือ
we can read the new the English language the English book when
ค่ะ
we read the sentence we have to careful these words I understand this word I don't understand the words we don't understand or we understand but we have to see clearly we have to look at clearly but
อ่า
the word that we don't understand we have to find to understand we have to find the meaning to understand and create the sentence in that book because in this book we write a sentence like this but we can create a new sentence
อ่า
the same
ค่ะ
meaning yes the same meaning in this book
อือหือ
this is
ค่ะ
a easily this is easy way yes this easy way to remember the vocabulary because some vocabulary in the sentence is the keywords in the keyword that the writer want to mean
ค่ะ so yeah that's really important right
yeah that's very important very essential when we
yeah.
when we study English language or another language also we have to know the important words and try to find what is the meaning of this word of that word
yeah trying to understand and trying to find the keyword the
yes.
point and trying to make your own sentence
yeah of course
that's
this is
really good.
a good way for me but I don't know what another one and this is the good way for me I usually do like this and to remember for my brain easy way to remember yes
yeah I think the easy way and the most effective way too
yeah that's right
mm-hmm.
อันนั้นเริ่มเป็นทหารถึงค่าเลยนะครับ this is my opinions my experience
ค่ะ
when I study English language because English language there are 4 skill right there are 4 skill and in the 4 skill as someone will ask us which skill is very important
yeah
I would
which
say
one
that
is more important
yes
right
I would say that 4 skill are very important too
yeah
yes when we want to good at speak when we want to be good at in speaking we have to listen more right listening skill is also very important
ค่ะ
when we want to be good at writing we have to read more this is
ค่ะ
reading is also very important
yeah
yeah
most of your students are also want to know this one too they really ask you about this which one is more important right
yeah that's right
so I think yeah all of them are really
I
important
have mentioned
right
this one I have mentioned them yes 4 skill very important not just only one skill
ค่ะก็เข้าค่ะเดี๋ยวเลยเจอดังมุนอยู่ขนาดเนาะ
พอจะครับ 4 skill เนี่ยมันเด่นในใจดังบนนั่นขนาดอันใดก็ลองใหญ่ขนาด
ค่ะยินจมจะพูดได้ค่ะมุนในติปันข้าวยำเห็นเลยมาเตเลยว่ามาจากแพนี้ดูทบเจ้าคู่ค่ะ no experience
Yes, this is my
I thank
experience
you
and
very
my
much
opinion. Yeah,
yeah
thank you so much too. And you give me a chance. You give me a chance to say my idea.
yeah
That is very good program.
mhm
จำหนังตางหูตางหันอันเท่าคามีนั่นนะครับเนาะ
ค่ะ
Yes, I wanna say the knowledge. I wanna say my knowledge that I have that I have learned. I will
yeah
have experience about my
mhm
knowledge. Yes, I have.
yeah
I also. I'm also happy. I'm also happy to share my knowledge to another one.
ค่ะ
Yes, thank you so much for you give me the chance today. Thank
ค่ะ
you.
ค่ะ
ขอบคุณ
อิน
ค
จม
รับ
นำค่ะ